maybe you will be interested at how many code we modified when we build the QEpy. Actually, not too much. We only modified 10 files. And what about the else files? We directly wrapped it. We didn't do anything because we based on a code called f90wrap. Later I will show you that. And they can directly based on the 14 code generated on Python interface. So all this file is that we directly copy the file name from the QE folder, we put here. And when we install the QEpy, we will automatically generate all the Python interface for this file. But if you want more, if you found something new, it's not here. For example, the TDDFT part we haven't to do here. We just need to put one more variable, put the TDDFT files here, and we put it upon here. It will be automatically generate all the Python interface.
Okay, wait. So this is super powerful. Okay, so this literally you put your Fortran 90 file in the make file, then you just type make, and you have a Python interface to that Fortran file. So super powerful.
And maybe you will ask how to install it. Okay, the installation actually is simple, but the only problem is that we, based on the Quantum Espresso 6.5, modify some code to make our some function works. For example, when we do embedding, we want to do this iterative diagonalized mixing that we have to change, modify a little bit about the code. That's why when we write the code, there are the latest version 6.5. So we based on that. We also can move to the new version, but they change some file from one folder to another folder, change some function. So if we want to do that, we also need to wrap again. It's not hard, but we didn't do that. Another reason is that we want to do real-time TDDIP. We want to support the old version of the QE. So make that 6.5 is the best for us now, and maybe later we will move on. Okay, so back to the installations. So installation we already prepared the make file, so it's easy to install. What we need to requirement is Python 3.6. That's because from Python 3.6, many things changed, but after that, not much different. And we also need f90wrap. Why we need to give this version? Because I give a commit. After this version, we can directly use which Python we use to install that. As before that, if you want to install a different Python, you have to reinstall f90wrap. But now you can directly give which Python you want to install the QEpy. So that's why we focus on bigger than this version. So after this version, everything is fine, works. If your system have many Python, like Python 3.6, 8, 9, 10, and you want to use a different Python, you can directly use Python, the new way Python 3 minus -npip and Python 3.6 minus -npip. So this one you can control which Python install this QEpy file. Okay, that's the most code we use for this QEpy. But QEpy
is this a pip installable package f90wrap?
Yes.
But there is no pip install for QEpy.
Not yet. Why? Because we based on the QE, and before we look at this make file, right? We said that we need to put the file name here, but we didn't save the file. So where's the file? So we'll have to download the QE and install it. But in the install it a little different that because we want to use Python to call it. So you have to make the code is a position independent code. So that's why I have to give this flags or fpick to all the flags.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, so yeah, that's a trick here because after this, it's a kind of, I would like to call it the share library, but some people call it a different. Normally, it's just a position independent. Now you can use Python to call it. So that's why you have to give a pick to the C flag, F flag, and this is a bug of QE, so I have to give this try. It doesn't matter. So this line will be works, and make PW will just a traditional way to install the Quantum Espresso. I mean, just a PWSL. After that, we clone the QEpy. Maybe you will be curious why what inside here. So this one because we based on a code called QEtdDFT to run the real-time TDDF. So we didn't directly copy the code. So we just give a link. If you want to install that TDDFT feature, so we have to clone the code. So this command will be copying the code from the GitHub, a different package to get all the code here. And we give the QEDR, which is what we install the QE. It's just a pass, a dictionary for that. And we do a Python 3 pip install. So that's the installation.
But does this work in every platform?
Yes, okay. That's a very good, tough question because I only worked on the Linux. So I'm definitely sure that works on Linux, but you also will have different problem because compiler also changes every time, especially after like Ubuntu. If I use Ubuntu after 2020, they changed the G14 GCC and some flag also not working. But we already put all this question of what I met problem on the different system I put here. We have FAQ in our website. That's for the links. For the Mac, it's also tricky. I put some here, but not sure can solve all the problem. Yeah, if you use a different system and you found that is the installation not working, just let us know. We have GitHub issues. Or you can just mail to me or Michele that we can help you to figure out what's the problem with the installation. And here it's example that if you install on the Ubuntu 2020, that you can just follow this, no problem, can install it. Because here we just use all this open source, we use the G14 GCC and do the installation, no problem. libxc, lib plus LPAC, we also use this open version, so everything is fine. But if you use Intel compiler, maybe you will make some problem. For example, actually I already fixed this problem in the Linux, but not on the Mac. So if you still may use Intel compiler or you compile the code with MKR library, you will solve some problem. For example, like you cannot find some library and you can have a try about use this a very tricky preload library. I already put this one in the QEpy code, but maybe not working out well for the Mac. But so that's why I still keep this one here. And we also have others problem when you run installation, and you can find on our website. So yeah, maybe we can go through something. Yeah, for example, like when you link some library, maybe you will find some like this kind of error in the QE. They mentioned about that is due to a LPAC mask library. So you can try to use a different flag. I mean, use the G14 or the GCC bigger than the 10, you have to add an argument to make the mismatch or argument, something like that. So I already put some problem I met here. I hope that can solve the problem, but if not, yeah, just let us know. We can help you to compile, install, and run it. Yeah, only with the G14, yeah, should be fine.
It's fine with G14.
Yeah.
I mean, M1 still.
Yeah, the new.
Yeah, so yeah, Mac is on top of
The new, but apparently it's good. You could do it. Okay.
It's
Doable. But you're also pretty good at this now.
Yeah, before we go to the real tutorial and any question about, yeah. Okay.
So your QEpy calculator is a file calculator?
No, yeah.
The ASCII calculator structure you do your own.
Yeah, so yeah. So we write the QEpy because we want to avoid I/O problem, because we don't want to write the waveform density on the file and we read it again. So that's why the
So you store everything into the memory.
yeah, we don't need to store because they are already in the memory, because QE when they write will in the memory, so we just directly take it. So we just read all the code based on the driver. I can show you what Actually, yeah, we only read a few files here, so you will see that. But after installation, you will see a bunch of QE file, Python file, because that's automatically generated based on the 14 code. So the calculator, you will see that when we calculate always based on the driver. So we change the calculator based on the driver, but what the driver did. Driver just we showed that before. We can do some TDDIV diagonalize. Why is it not okay? So all of these will be based on the QEpy from the memory level to control it, and we can directly get it without IO.
So you have like a boolean to restart from a bad something if it's like accidentally interrupt.
Yeah, if you
How to pick up?
we can't. Yeah, that's a problem. If you found that the normal way when you run the QE, you will find a crash file. So that crash file is not only stop the QE, we will make the Python the kernel dead, especially when you run on the Jupyter. You totally will be stopped. So even the memory will be clean. So there's nothing left. So you have to restart it, and you cannot try. The original, like we run Python code, you can do a try, stop, you do another way. But because we still on the memory level, so if they have a stop in the QE, everything will be stopped. So that's when we write, we shouldn't call it the driver stop or some QEpy stop, because if you stop, all the function will be failed, because we based on memory, stop will be clean everything. And before stop, you can do anything you want, get density, get the function, do the next step. I will show you a few example about that. But after step, everything will be gone. So you have to initialize, do again, like that's in the memory level. Anything else? Okay. Yeah, maybe I can show you the installation. It's I use Windows, but Windows after 10 they have a subsystem. So this is just a Ubuntu in Windows. It's just almost the same Linux system. So you can just use it, install everything.
Do you want us to follow it real time?
Why not? That'd be good.
Yeah, just like I show on the QEpy.
You have a Windows computer?
Linux.
Linux? Okay.
Okay. Yeah, if you have a computer in your hand, you can go to the QE. If you don't have it, it doesn't matter that we will show all the example here. So we will have installation here.
On Mac it won't work, unfortunately.
And we have I just finally put the script here, how to install it. You just copy here. And I already gave it here.
Do we have to connect to your internet in this room because I'm not getting?
Oh, you don't have
Password. Oh, I can have password here.
Do not get
wait,
the,
not there, not there.
Not here. Okay, sorry.
do not have the representation here, or is it very weak?
It's weak.
No, there's no other.
Yours.
Yeah,
You don't-
we have Apple.
There's some-
There's. We don't use it.
Oh, I
It's a
see.
chat. Or
This
message.
is a
Sorry?
bad thing.
Friendly to Basil, all lowercase,
All lowercase?
all
Yeah.
lowercase.
There is some messages on the chat.
Yeah, there's a message. Sorry.
And there's a space on 0.
Zero.
See.
No, it does not need to reinitialize. It just can do it. It's in memory, right?
Yeah.
It's all in memory. So
Yeah, if you use the iterative way, it's not, you don't have to reinitialize. When I said reinitialize that you finish one job, you want to do another job, you have to stop it. But when you do the initial iterative, or you want to get density with function anytime, you don't have to reinitialize, you just do it.
and you could do this on a Jupyter notebook, right? But then it would just be a serial code, correct?
Yes, there's some way to parallel to run the Jupyter notebook, but I don't know how to do it.
It is, I think it like.
Yeah, and that also make people hard to use it. So that's why I don't know how to do it here, and I can show you how the installation. I just copy from the websites because mine is Ubuntu and text works for me. Okay. I lost it. What's happening?
You're having issues, huh?
No, okay. I just install it. Yeah, because I put everything here just in case your system is totally new, you don't have some J14, JCC installed.
Is it working for you, Shashwada?
It is installing build dependencies.
Okay.
Yeah, oh, you already go to, yeah, that's fast.
It should be compiled. This is compiling Quantum Express.
Yeah,
You see, it's it takes some time, right? to
Yeah, this
compile.
part is,
So I don't have quantum.
It's gonna do it on its own. It's gonna download it.
Fresh.
okay, here we finished the installation of Quantum Espresso and we are trying to install the QEpy.
You already have quantum space.
Okay,
No, I don't have.
we can put here if you would like to look at how to run or you want to.
So maybe I should go.
Some people
We
don't
have to
have.
go to QEpy first.
No, you need to install first quantum express.
Okay, here example,
Because if not, you can-
yeah, we have this script here, just copy the script to your computer, that should be works.